inspired the Hollywood movie Wolf of Wall Street. Very warm welcome to you and to the programme. What do you make of all of this?
It's amazing that the average person can now actually get a fair shake since against the hedge funds, because the hedge funds have been beating up the little investor since the beginning of time, pretty much. And while this will be short-lived, and everyone's got to be really, really careful, because it's going to be like catching a falling knife when it unravels. It's shocking and really amazing and gratifying to see a little bit of the pain going on the side of the hedge fund. So that's my overall, personal opinion. As far as, what's causing it and how it started, well, that's a much more complex issue, and I can answer that if you'd like as well.
Well, let's just start with your point about it being quite gratifying. It's interesting you say that. Is there a part of you, given your own background and your own success, that kind of admires this?
Well, and believe it or not, my firm was actually like Reddit. It's just that it's very similar. What happened here is you have lots of people gathering up and buying one stock where there's a very heavy, what's called a short interest, meaning that there was these big hedge funds betting that the stock was going to go down and hopefully even go bankrupt. Now, shorting is a normal, healthy part of the stock market, and it's important. But there are certain types of short sellers that go over the line, and they overshort, they massively short. They will start trying to create investigations for companies, create bad press, hoping to drive down the price of the stock. That is what happened here. So these shorts ganged up on this company, and then the little guy, I can't believe that it actually worked. They were able to muster enough collective buying power to create what's called a short squeeze. Because remember, when you sell something without owning it, which is what shorting is, you got to buy it back. So if you can get enough people to get the stock going up, they have no choice but to buy it back, because they start to lose so much money, and then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, because when they start to buy it back, it goes even higher and higher. That's what you're seeing happening right now.
And so I detect from that then you do admire it, just, the intelligence behind it. And I just wonder whether you think this phenomenon is something that we can expect to persist, that it might continue. I mean, we're seeing, haven't we, as a result of lockdown, this increase in people kind of getting involved in day trading, perhaps with no experience or background or really even the funds to risk things. But it's certainly on the increase, isn't it?
I wish I would have thought of it myself. I can't take credit.
Knew it.
No, it's an amazing thing that, anyone on Wall Street that really knows Wall Street is like, I can't believe this was possible. It would seem to defy logic at every level, but it was really incredible. It shows the power of social media. It's a testament to also the convergence of technology, allowing even the smallest investor to get real-time access to information and the stock market, and it's leveled the field. Now, the danger is that Wall Street and hedge funds especially are experts at identifying what we call basically inefficiencies in the market. This is an inefficiency in the market right now, and they will look to close that inefficiency very quickly, long before the SEC or any other regulatory body is able to pass laws to try to stop some of this stuff. That Wall Street will close the inefficiencies, and you'll notice that these opportunities become much rarer indeed. But again, I'm on the side of the little guy here, because it's just awesome to see. And I really hope, I would just say, please, if you made money in this, just take enough chips off the table so when it goes bad, at least you didn't lose everything, because it's going to go bad at some point. And I hate to be the ones who are holding the bag.
It's good advice, it has to be said. But, I mean, it's interesting you say that. You think that, you're amazed that this was even possible, and you think that the loophole will be tightened up, but too slowly for it to affect the guys here. But essentially, do you think that, in terms of the authorities, the financial market authorities, this is a loose crime that we're talking about?
Okay, so I hate to say it, but you're right. It's illegal what they're doing. Theoretically, you can't collude together to buy stock. Right. So that's really, and that's, by the way, what I said, it was like a bit like Stratton, my firm. That's what I was alluding to, that it's so much like what we were doing, except instead of having one firm doing it, it's all these individuals almost acting like a firm together. So I really strongly doubt that any of them will get in trouble. Well, they would get in trouble if one person was driving it all and got long the stock early, was buying lots of stock and then trying to create this frenzy. That would be something that the government would certainly go after. But on the other side, there's also some really questionable behavior on the part of these trading platforms that are shutting down trading in this. Now, I understand